Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the inaugural playoff game for the Porter High School Cowboys. Tonight, they'll meet the PSJA Bears in FAR, and it'll be on their home stadium. Looks a lot like what we have in Sam Stadium with the rug out there. Here they come. The Cowboys will come out, and this is their first ever playoff game. And they'll step out on the field, and we'll get this ball game underway. Number 12, Billy Garza. Of course, the big name behind the Porter offense. He's the young man that makes that offense go. He's got that passing arm, and of course the running ability to make that passing arm also look very, very strong. PSJA, they'll be meeting the very strong Porter team. Cowboys only have lost once. That was their final ball game of the season as they lost to Ed Couch Elsa on a very close score at Sam Stadium. First week into playoffs. Glad to have you with us, PSJA North, and remind you that we'll keep you informed and bring you all the playoff games. And for those of you who, of course, Rivetta having lost last night, so they will be out of the playoffs. So this will leave the Cowboys as the only team actively involved in the playoffs, and we will follow the Cowboys if they continue on tonight. So it's the second season. It's win or go home, and PSJA, of course, on the field. And they will take the ball here to start the game. And again, for the Cowboys, this is their first ever playoff appearance. So there's a lot of happy folks, and believe me, every ticket PSJA had to sell was picked up by every Porter booster you can imagine. I tell you, these Porter fans have been looking for this. This is what they've been waiting for many, many, many years. This is Porter's first ever winning season. They only lost one game during the regular season under new coach Jim Helms. Of course, Coach Helms brings in many, many years of coaching experience at the high school and college level. And you can tell his sophistication has been passed on to his players because these young men, they play hard. You hear a lot about the offense, of course, of Porter and Billy Garza and his arm, and Steve Garcia, his leader in receptions. But don't forget, this Porter team also plays defense, and they play good defense. And that's what's kept these Porter Cowboys going all year long. Hey, Billy Garza is such a good athlete. You could probably let him play both sides of the ball. He could do very, very well. Good size young man. We hear a lot of colleges are taking an interest in him. We'll see how all that turns out here. This is his senior year. His last year, a 4-year Porter starter. And there it goes. Taken at the 3-yard line across the 10 to the 20 towards the sidelines and tripped up about the 28-yard line. Ivan Villarreal made the tackle on Randy Ramos, who brought the ball back. So for the PSJA Bears, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Well, we had a lot of trouble last night. It was the Raiders versus the Raiders. That's one of those odd coincidences. Quarterback Villarreal wants to pass, rolls left, downfield, and just overthrows his receiver, incomplete. So it's a 2nd and 10. Good coverage that time, good defense by the Cowboys. Second down and 10. Ball still at the 28-yard line of the Bears. Single setback. Go to their deep back out of that eye. Bounces out to the right side across the 30 to the 32. What was his number? That's my spotter for his number. I didn't see what his number was, so I think it was Tony Hernandez on the carry for the Bears. but it'll bring up a third down. Picked up 4. Actually 5, 3rd and 5. Ball is spotted at the 33-yard line of the Bears. Boy, these stands are full, let me tell you. On the Porter side, they're full. Into that eye, split a receiver on the wide right side. Again to the tailback, straight ahead. Not this time. That was Hernandez again. Good stop by the Porter defensive front. Gets to the 30-yard line. Actually lost a little bit on the play. They'll lose 3, so it'll bring up a 4th down and 8. Ball is at the PSJA 30. They're going to punt it out of there. This will give the Cowboys their first shot. Almost blocked. A high punt that's going to go out of bounds at the 34-yard line of the Cowboys. So that's where Billy Garza and company will put it up from right there. Three and out. That's what they want to have. I know Coach Helms wants that to be their defensive signal tonight, is 3 and out for the Bears of PSJA. 1st and 10, ball at the Porter 35. Spot Billy in that shotgun. Keeps 2 backs with him. See if they split one of them into motion. He's got 3 wides, and they keep them both, helping with the blocking. Down the field, caught. I mean, it was a catch. Steve Garcia. Come look at it. You can see it was just a little slant pattern. Right over there he goes. And that'll go for a good gain. Out to the 43. It'll be a 2nd down and 2. Pickup of 8. Cowboys put a lot of pressure on defenses. You've got a lot of receivers floating around out there, and you've got to cover. Lots of pressure goes on to the linebackers because they're sometimes having to pick up these speedier wideouts and not the tight ends. Back to Garza again. Boy, just stays right there, hits his man. Down to the cross to the 49-yard line of the Bears. Catch was made by Evie Chavez. You can see Evie just took it, made a good move. Almost spun out of the tackle, but it'll be a 1st and 10 as they get into Bear territory at the Bear 49-yard line. This is what the Cowboys do. Their offense comes out and scores. They put the ball in motion. Straight back again. Now Billy rolls to his right. Boy, he's got that quick release. And he hits him. Look at that quick release. Just he runs and all of a sudden just, watch it, just bam. Boy, I mean, it is right there. Steve Garcia. But we've got a flag called. And it looks like it's going to be back in that area of holding against the Cowboys. Yes, it is. They're marching them back. That's what it'll be against the Cowboys. Instead of a 1st and 10, they're going to have a 2nd and 12 as the ball moves back to the 41-yard line of the Bears. 2nd and 12. Man goes in motion to the left side. Garza keeps the single back. Straight handoff to him. Boy, he breaks one tackle at the line, just keeps going. Look at him, just turns on the jets and down he goes. Good run that time by Mike Salazar. Look at that, he just breaks the tackle, just steps out of it, steps out of another one, and just heads towards the sideline. And he'll finally be knocked down, but it should be a 1st down for the Cowboys. There you have a couple looks at it. You can see he just steps out of some tackles, bounces off, and finally is run down inside the 40-yard line. That is where it'll be at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Garza goes back, going deep. Oh, just a little too far. Take a look at the replay. He was going downfield trying to find Chris Walker. Just overthrew it. Or is it Evie Chavez again? So it brings up a 2nd down and 10. Ball in the Bears territory. See 4 receivers into that gun. Boy, right on the money. I mean, he hit him right between the numbers. What a great catch and a great throw. Who else? Steve Garcia. Inside the 30-yard line, down to the 26. Should be close to a first down, and it is. First and 10, Cowboys threatening here. Bear 26-yard line. This game, of course, at Bear Stadium in I'm not sure it's called Bear Stadium, but it's PSJA Stadium. Shift 2 men out. They got them bunched over on the left side. Straight snap. Picked it up and just didn't quite have enough. Picks up a few yards. Salazar. Down to the 23-yard line. Short gain, second down and 7. Again, the Cowboys threatening here. Well, if you're a defensive back, when you see this kind of passing offense, it's got to bring nightmares to you. How do you cover everybody? Billy looking down towards the end zone. I mean, and he threw it. It's going to be caught. No, he missed it. I thought he had it. Billy throws towards the end of the end zone, and it's going to be dropped. Oh, my. I cannot believe. You won't see that very often, folks. That was Steve Garcia, and he doesn't do that often. In his hands, and it was just ripped out. So it'll bring up a third down and 7. Ball remains at the 23-yard line. Boy, that ball was on the money. I'm sure Steve went back and said, one more time. Believe me, he'll go back to him again. Man in motion. Left side. Straight handoff to Salazar. Boy, Salazar just keeps banging his way inside. Straight north and south. Should be right there at the first down. Gets inside the 20-yard line. Spotted at the 18. Should be a first down. There it is. So first and 10. Cowboys at the Bear 18-yard line. Cowboys' first possession here of the first quarter. Bears 3 and out on their opening possession. Cowboys still driving. Billy rolls right. Boy, I mean, that's a gun for an arm. He's down to the 5-yard line. It's caught. Look at this. I mean, he just throws this right on the money. See, Steve Garcia, that's Evie Chavez again. Oh, is that Walker? Okay. That's right, Chris Walker. His first catch. Won't be his last. We got a flag, though. They're picking it up. And the ball is spotted at the 5-yard line. So that's what it'll be, is a first and goal. 5-yard line. Roughing the passer, so so they spotted at the 3-yard line. Okay. Thank heavens for good spotters, right? All right, Billy. Look at that. They got a bunch on the right side. Billy keeps it. He's going in. And he'll be dragged down, but he's in for the touchdown. So Billy just keeps it, heads left. I mean, it's very simple. It's just a naked bootleg. Billy keeps, runs, scores. How many times have we said that this year? Billy runs, scores. Billy passes, scores. I mean, how many times have we heard that? I mean, and we're going to hear it some more. 6-0, Cowboys lead on their opening drive. They go in for the TD. Kick is up. And it's good. So it's quarter 7, PSJ nothing here in the first quarter of play. So we had a flag. It was roughing the kicker, and they declined it. The kick is good, and so we'll come back and give you the kickoff. 8 minutes, 11 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Cowboys lead 7-0. I mean, they just moved on down the field, doing what they do best, putting the ball in the end zone. Out to the 30, 35, cross to the 40. Good kick return, and almost to midfield before the Cowboys finally bring him down. That was Marcos Hernandez, junior running back, who puts the Bears, gives them a very short field here for their opening possession, or second possession here in the first quarter. They'll start 1st and 10, and we've got a flag coming back. And boy, for the Bears, that could be a killer because they had a great run back by Hernandez. This could bring it all the way back, and it does. It's got a holding call. That's right, we're not used to doing games on the visitor side, so that's why the official was pointing towards the press box. And see, we're on the opposite side of the stadium, and I had forgotten about that. But, boy, they lost a bunch. That's the 1st and 10. Ball's at their own 25. They lost almost 25 yards on the return. 2 setbacks. Just right back to his first back through. Picks up about 5. Cowboy defense making it difficult. But he got out to just about the 30-yard line. So it'll bring up a second down and a long 5. Ball just inside the 30 of the Bears. The Bears. Maroon and white. Cowboys, of course, in their visitors gray and blue. Villarreal, the quarterback, into that pro set with 2 setbacks behind him. Goes to his deep man. Oh, good defense. Stopping for about a yard loss. He was trying to get outside, and the Cowboys just cut him back in. That was Tony Hernandez again, the senior running back. So to bring up a 3rd down and 6. Ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. The Bears went 3 and out on their first try. Cowboys want to see if they can force that again. With the Cowboys, you can all of a sudden find yourself in a huge hole, and you're only in the first quarter. It's going to be a keeper biter. No, it's going to be a fake. We've lost everybody. It's going to be a keeper. And out he goes. Boy, I mean, finally crossed midfield down inside the Porter territory. On that run, that was Randy Ramos. It was the end around is what it was, the old Statue of Liberty play, which they don't run anymore exactly like that. But it's just an end around. Wide receiver just comes by, takes the ball from the quarterback and heads out to the opposite side of the field towards the sidelines and gets downfield. Boy, he just caught the Porter defense going the opposite way. Just outran them. Dances down the sidelines across midfield down to about the 43-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Bears. Their first down of the night. They get inside to the Porter 43-yard line. Wide left, slot left. Man goes in motion. 2 setbacks. Again, they go to Hernandez, and Hernandez just kicks it outside. But the Porter Cowboys string that one out and bring him down. Good play that time from the Cowboys. That was Juan Leal from his defensive end spot. Ball is back to the 45, so it'll be actually a loss of 2. It'll be a second down and 12. Ball at the Cowboys 45. The Bears like to keep it on the ground, but they'll put it up. Two setbacks. Man goes in motion. Got all kinds of things going on here. Flag just flew. Normally that means there's going to be a procedure call against the offense. Usually one of the linemen moved. Dead ball procedure call is what it is. So it'll drop it back. So it'll bring up a second down and 17. Ball is back at the midfield stripe. Just inside the Bear 50-yard line. Don't forget to stay with us throughout the playoffs. As long as Porter goes, we'll go. Same formation. Villarreal. Keeper wants to pass. Skates one rusher. Downfield, overthrows his man. Incomplete. Good rush, good coverage by the Cowboys. 3rd and 17. Ball remains at the 50-yard line, just inside Bear territory. What a great year it's been for high school football. It's just hard to believe that it's actually starting to come to a close. Bears trying to get something going with their offense, but Cowboy defense is tough. Bears found a hole, got down to the 41-yard line, and close to that first down. Ball is at the 41-yard line. Timeout called by the Bears. Porter 7, PSJA nothing. And they're going to go ahead and kick it. They didn't get the first down. So they had a 4th down and long. This is kind of a squiggly type kick. And it's going to leave the Cowboys pretty good shape at their own 35-yard line. All right, Cowboys will start at their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Terrible kick that time. I think they got a net of 8 yards on that punt. So 1st and 10 Cowboys. Billy Garcia, boy, look at all those receivers. I tell you, they just come from everywhere. Billy goes downfield, long, and it's going to be picked off. The Bears pick him off. Take a look at this play a little closer. See, he's going downfield, and it's going to be picked off. He was trying to find Chris Walker, but it was picked off. So the Cowboys turn it over here. Their first turnover of the ball game in the first quarter. And the Bears will be able to start with a short field right around their own 40-yard line. They'll start on their own 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Boy, Cowboys rushing here, but there was a big fake is what happened, but we'll take a look at it and see. And he goes downfield, and boy, I mean, just hits his man right in stride. And that's going to be a big play for these PSJA Bears. That puts them deep in Porter territory, down to the Porter 25-yard line, 1st and 10. That was a pass from Villarreal to Randy Onamos. Spot the ball at the 26 of Porter. Still underway here in the first quarter. 2 setbacks. Goes right straight ahead, not this time. Boy, Porter was waiting on that one. Moises Salinas said from his linebacker spot, I mean, shut that one down instantly. In fact, there'll be a little bit of a loss on the play. Ball goes back to the 27, so it'll bring up a 2nd and 12. Lost a couple of yards at the Porter 27-yard line. Of course, this is the 2nd season. Winner plays next week, loser goes home. Again, 2 setbacks. Cowboys almost jumped. Just through the right side across that tackle spot. Picks up good yardage. Ricky Alanis, his first carry of the night. Ball gets down to the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 5. got to get down to the 15. Or rather, 3rd down and 5. And Dial. 2 receivers. Keeps it. Wants to pass. Good rush. And just bounces it to his receiver. It's no good. Good rush this time by the Cowboys and good coverage downfield. Just couldn't make it. Couldn't get there. It's going to bring up a 4th down. That was intended for Marcos Hernandez. And so the quarter will come to an end here with the Porter Cowboys leading PSJA Bears 7-0. Bears are going to go for the field goal. It's from the 30, so that'll make it a 40-yard attempt. That's got distance. I don't think it has the correct direction, but it does. No, it doesn't. So it's going to be miss the field goal, so the Cowboys will take over. They'll take over at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10. Typical first half for Billy Garza. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He's not thrown that many interceptions, but he has had a few. So 1st and 10, Cowboys from their own 23. Again, from the gun. Garza waits patiently, hits his man, coming right over the middle. There he goes, across the 50. Steve Garcia to the 40 to the 30. And he's going to go all the way. And this will stand, of course, if there's not a penalty flag out there somewhere. You can see this. It was just a good pass and a good route. Boy, I mean, he just picked it up. His defender tried to get in, break it up, fell down, and he was gone. Good block downfield. And down here we go. And you can see, we can see Principal Hector Chirinos over there just urging him on, Steve Garcia, as he scores another pass, another touchdown of the year on Billy's arm. Boy, Billy led the district in touchdowns, passes this year. The kick by Gutierrez is good. So it takes less than 30 seconds, and the Porter offense scores again as they are winning here 14-0 over PSJA High. Oh boy, you can see that there's a lot of coverage here on this game. Porter has been getting a lot of coverage from around the state because of their great year, especially considering this is a team that's never won more than 5 games, and that was only once in school history. Well, I'll tell you, the Porter faithful are faithful. They're here. I mean, they are here. They are here in force. Some of them stayed out all night to get in line for tickets. And I mean, they're deadly serious about their football. These Cowboys, these Cowboy alums. And don't be surprised if somebody you know is a Porter alum and doesn't say something to you about it. Because they're everywhere. You can spot them. They're all smiles. They're all happy. All they can talk about is football. Playoff football for the Cowboys. The Bears have yet to get on the board. Cowboy defense has bent but not broken. Kept them off the scoreboard so far. A little over 11 minutes remaining here in the first half. Kick is up, and it'll be taken at the 5-yard line. Picked up, fumble, kick, out to the 5, and going to be stopped out around the 12-yard line. Pickup was Randy Olamos, who's a wide receiver and a kick returner. Good kick. Didn't quite hang on to it. It bounced. It's kind of funny. Picks it up, looks for a lane, heads to the middle. He'll be hit at the 10 and drop finally at the 12. So that's where it'll be, 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line for the Bears. Cowboys and the Bears. That sounds like something we would see on Sunday afternoon somewhere. Cowboys and the Bears, either in Dallas or Chicago. Again, they give it to their back. Boy, he's heading around that left side on a simple sweep play. He'll pick up about 8, run out at the 20-yard line. Carry that time by Tony Hernandez. 2nd and 2. Ball is at the 20. Big pickup. That running game seems to be gaining some momentum as it goes outside the tackles. Let's see if those linebackers and defensive ends can stretch these plays out a little more. Pro set for the Bears. Villarreal gets it to his first back and slipped right back at the line of scrimmage. Going to go for a no gain. We're going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. Ball remains at the 20-yard line. Gave the ball to Marcos Hernandez. Hernandez just slipped as he started to go through that hole. Feet went out from underneath him. It'll be no gain. Again, a 3rd down. Now, they've had some success in the air. There have also been some bad passes from Villarreal. Some passes that to open receivers that he should have made. Quick set right over the middle. This deep back comes. And he'll make up the yardage. Looks like he'll be close to that 1st down. The officials want to stop the clock and check it, make sure. See where they actually spot it. Yeah, they've got it. It'll be a 1st and 10. Ball is at the 23-yard line. Just underway here in the second quarter of the 1st half. From far. And goes in motion. It's going to be one of those little ends around again to that wide receiver. Having success down that way. He's got plenty of speed. That's Randy Ramos. And Randy's got good speed as he just ran that thing to the right. Cowboys are showing themselves to be a little vulnerable here on the sweep of the right side. Ought to be close to, let's see where they spot him out. Spot him out at the 30. Okay, they spotted it's a 1st down. He did pick up the 1st down, was run out of bounds. Ball was spotted at the 34-yard line. Picks up 11. Believe me, they'll keep running these plays until the Cowboys can stop them. You can see Coach Helms out there and his assistants. There's Coach Cantu. That's my 1st round draft choice, boy. That's my 1st round draft choice. Fumble. He picks it up and he's going to be dropped. You can see he just couldn't handle it. It was a bad pitch from Villarreal. He kept trying to pick it up and run with it. Marcos Hernandez, and he'll be dropped back for a big loss. They say that the ball went down at the 29-yard line. That'll be a loss of 5. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 15. The reason I always say that Coach Cantu would be my 1st draft choice, if I were the quarterback, I put him right in front of me. I would want him right somewhere close to me to take care of me because this is a big young fella. And a nice one, too. All right, the Cowboys keep a single setback. Villarreal wants to go. Oh, and almost picked off. I mean, right in and out of his hands. He just reached up and almost got it. Oh, what a great play. Great defensive play. 3rd down and 15. Cowboys put him in a hole. And they'd like to hold him here. Give them a short field to work with coming back. With their explosive offense, as you saw, they had a 1-play drive. Then went 62 yards. Pass and run from Billy Garza to Steve Garcia. All right, they've got 3 out to the left side. Straight ahead, not this time again. Nope, Cowboys waiting for it. And Hernandez comes straight ahead. Good play that time by the Cowboys. Number 69, Omar Avila. He came over from his defensive spot, makes the tackle, picks up a yard, and the Cowboys are looking at a 4th down and 14 for the Bears. Bears will have to punt it away because you sure don't want to leave Billy Garza with a 30-yard field. Kick is being rushed. Cowboys are really putting some good pressure on the kicker. And they're going to stay away from it. Takes a Porter bounce. Finally down about the 38-yard line. That's where the Cowboys will start 1st and 10 in their own territory. Officially spot the ball at the 40-yard line. So for the Cowboys, it's only a 60-yard field to put up their 3rd touchdown of the night. They've had good success through the air. He's got good receivers who are open a lot. Again from the gun, straight to Garza. Garza pumps. Boy, he's going deep. And he overthrows that. We've got a little, he's looking down to find Chris Walker. But Walker was triple covered, so Billy just tossed that one away. 2nd and 10. Ball remains at the Cowboy 40. KBSD, of course, has our offices at Porter High School. So we have seen the change this year, the excitement that there is on campus among all the students and faculty and the professionals and the staff. Boy, there's a lot of people who are excited about Porter football this year. It's been really great. Timeout called here. All right. We have a timeout called. It's going to be Porter. So Porter takes their first timeout of the night. They lead by a score of 14-0. It's been a great year in football this year. This has really ignited a lot of wonderful feelings on the campus here at Porter. And you see it in the students, everyone. Everyone is excited about football. And if you're around a Porter alum, those people are probably more excited than the students are who are here on campus. It is a tremendous, tremendous feeling. These young people are saying the most successful football team ever. And of course, in South Texas and Texas everywhere, if your football team is successful, you take a great deal of pride in that, because football is a sport that receives an awful lot of attention. And of course, not only just the athletes on the field, but all the people who are working with them throughout the year, their coaching staff, and of course the teachers who are helping them as best they can, keeping these young men learning in school and keeping them going. Congratulations on a great year, and it's still not over. So Billy's in the gun again. He keeps it. Boy, he's got a lot of room. Puts those long legs across, crosses midfield. He just runs out of a tackle and gets down inside the 35-yard line. And this is really just very simple. There's a huge hole as they all drop back into pass coverage. Good blocking downfield. Steps out of one tackle, but he's finally run down. But good block. I didn't see who the number was of that wide receiver, but it was a great block. You can see it right there. Oh, good block. And that was by Evie Chavez. Boy, Evie Chavez made a great block downfield. Way to go. So it's a 1st and 10. Ball is at the 33-yard line of the Bears. From the gun, 4 receivers. Billy keeps it, fakes the handoff to Salazar, and he'll be brought down. No gain. Not quite a sack, but it's going to be a no gain. Good defense that time. That whole play just seemed to collapse around him. He wanted to give it to Salazar, then pulled it back and was going to run himself, and then all of a sudden the defense just poured in, and he didn't have a crack at it. So it'll actually go as a sack. He'll lose a yard. So it'll be a 2nd and 11. The ball is at the 34-yard line of the Bears. To officially be a sack, you have to lose yardage. Keeps 2 setbacks with him this time. Straight back, going deep, and he's got him. He's got him. Yeah. Evie Chavez makes the catch. I mean, Billy just put this in a spot. You can see he got that 1 foot down. That all he has to have before he comes down is 1 foot inbounds, and he did it. The official on the play, perfect call. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. They're deep now into Bear territory. It'll be a 1st and goal because the ball is spotted at the 10-yard line. All right, see him bunch to the right side. Billy keeps it, rolls right. Looks like it's going to be a running play. And not much. They were waiting on this one. Kind of closed that hole down pretty quickly. Billy might have got a yard. I see his big offensive lineman's up there helping him. That was number 76, Steven Cisneros. And he's sitting there saying, "Now, Billy, just relax, take it easy. Yeah, I'll help you up. It's okay. Just keep your arm in good shape, all right?" We believe in you, big man. Second and goal. Ball is at the 9-yard line. Billy in the gun. Keeps, rolls left, wants to pass, sets himself, goes down into the end zone. No, incomplete. Would have been a good catch. He had him open. Billy threw it just a little behind him, so it'll fall incomplete. Third down and goal. Ball remains at the 9-yard line. Of course, the Cowboys will kick it if they have to. They just want to put points on the board. This is what happens. You find yourself all of a sudden looking at the downside. We've got a timeout called on the field here. We've got 8 minutes remaining, but the Cowboys leading 14-0. So Cowboys have one timeout. All right, now they're going to keep a single setback. They're going to bunch them to the left side. He's got it. Oh, it's going to be right straight to Garcia. Oh, I thought that play had a chance to go. It was going to be that little shovel pass. Garcia would make it like a counter play and come back the opposite way. But this time the Bears defense was waiting. So it'll bring up a 4th down and goal. Ball remains at the 9-yard line. Cowboys will kick it from the 16-yard line, making a 26-yard field goal attempt. Manuel Gutierrez, the kicker. This kick is good. So we've got 8:18 for brother. I guess it's 8:18 remaining, I think, or 5:18 remaining. And the Cowboys jump up, putting more points on the board. They put points on the board on all 3 of their possessions here in the first half. And they lead 17-0. And for the Bears, they're finding themselves buried deeper and deeper into a hole and finding themselves more difficult to get out of it. Cowboys want to go further into the playoffs. They want to go all the way. And these young men really think that they've got a chance to go a long ways into the playoffs. And I think everybody else believes that also. Their coaching staff, their fans, a lot of us feel these young men have a great shot at going deep into the playoffs. Cowboys will kick off, put the ball back in play. Still here in the first half, but late in the second quarter. Billy Garza, of course, is a lot of the story for the Cowboys, but so are the others. So are the receivers. Garcia, Chavez, Walker, a lot of these young running back, Salazar, Michael Salazar, a lot of these young men, they're part of the supporting cast. And for Billy Garcia, he'll tell you that these young people are the biggest part of their success. It's not him, it's all of them together. Kickoff is going to go, he should have let it go out of bounds. Made a mistake, picked it up at the 7-yard line, but he's making good yardage. He gets down the middle out to about the 25. We had nearly a head-on collision there. That was, that could have been a dangerous return by Michael Espinosa, the defensive back for the Bears. Spot the ball at the 22-yard line. First and 10 for the Bears. They find themselves trailing by a bunch. Single setback, 3 receivers. Left side, Cowboys almost jump. Man goes in motion. Goes to the single setback. Boy, he's got plenty of running room. Found a big hole, breaks out of the open. Across midfield, he's going to be run down finally on a great play that time by number 7, Rick Monsivius. Rick Monsivius. I'll get it right. Rick Monsivius. There you go, Rick. I'll spit it out. Rick Monsivius. I'll get it right. There you go. But I mean, he's off and running. Going almost. That's Hernandez, Marcos Hernandez. Boy, once he gets past that line of scrimmage, if you don't get to him, there's no linebackers back there. He's gone, and he's got good speed. So it's going to be into Porter territory. 1st and 10. Ball is at the Porter 35-yard line. Again, I think we learned our lesson that time. We're going to be paying a little more attention to that. Good tackle. 58, Javier Ruiz, the defensive tackle for the Cowboys. Knocks him for a yard loss, 2nd and 11. Ball is back to the 36. Monsivius, I'll get it right. Rick Monsivius. There you go, Rick. Once in a while, my tongue gets in place of my brain. And I of course, have spotters. I have people who help me. And where were they when I needed them, right before I made a complete idiot out of myself? Villarreal back to pass, being rushed hard. Oh, good play. Good defense that time. Running across to make the play was Benny Salazar. Good play. Good play by Benny. All right, Rick, I'll give it to you. My spotter says, no, that's Monsivius. So, Rick, you got it. Goes to a 3rd and 11. Ball remains at the Porter 36. Take a little bit of time here to get this play off. What John Madden always says, the more time you take means it's going to be a passing play. Single setback, trips to the left side, man goes in motion right, drops straight back, rolls right, and just gets rid of it before he goes out of bounds. It's going to be picked off almost. Oh, just in and out of his hands. I thought he had it. Jason Bernard. There we go. See, I didn't have to look at that time. I just told me because he knows all of it, right? He's the man. All right, 4th and 11. What do? It's going to be a long field goal in the vicinity of 52 yards. Do you punt it, or do you go ahead and go for the 4th down? If you don't make it, you leave the Cowboys pinned deep in their own territory. They're going to go for it. They're going to need to. First half's ticking away here. They're down 17, and nope, something's not right. Timeout called here. We got a flag of some kind. It's going to be against the Bears no matter what. It's going to cost them 5. That puts them even further back. Brings up a 4th and 16. Move the ball back to the 40-yard line. The Cowboys. Okay, they've got receivers bunched on the left side. Single setback. Goes to the deep man. And it's going to be a fake to the deep man. Gets to the short man. And he just went nowhere. Good play. Alanis made nothing. Good play by that Porter defense. So that's where the Cowboys will start. 1st and 10, the ball at their own 43-yard line. Cowboys have scored on every possession that they've had tonight. They've had 3. And they've scored 2 touchdowns and a field goal. The defense has shut down the Bears when the Bears got serious into Porter territory. Billy drops back to pass, and he's got his man. Oh, he was just tipped in and out of his hands. That That was Chris Walker just in and out of his hands. So it brings up a 2nd and 10. Ball again remains at the Porter 43-yard line. Clock, of course, will stop on the incomplete pass. All right, Cowboys will set it up. It'll be good. Lots of receivers. You see a lot of those. He's going to go deep again. And he throws, and it's going to be knocked away. He had 2 receivers in the same area. He just went to the short one, and it's going to be tapped away. Good defense that time. He's going to Steve Garcia. 3rd and 10, ball remains at the 43. Cowboys need to pick up some yards here. Again, back to Billy in that gun. And it's going to be caught right around the midfield marker. No, looks like he dropped it. We'll take a closer look at that. I thought he had it. No, he bounced it. He bounced it, incomplete. So it's 4th down. Cowboys will have to kick it away. The ball's at their own 43-yard line. First time tonight that they've not scored in one of their possessions. High punt, good punt. Oh, it's knocked it ahead, and it's off the receiver, and that's a live ball if the Cowboys can get to it. But it heads out of bounds, and I don't believe so. It's going to be PSJA ball right there at the 24-yard line. That ball just went off the receiver, bounced straight ahead, right into the Cowboys, bounced off of them, and finally bounced out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10. Okay. Bears have it at their own 23. Two setbacks. Man goes in motion to the left side. Fakes, keeps it, wants to pass. Throws deep downfield and throws into double coverage, and there's a flag, and that may go against the Cowboys. We'll see what the call is. Oh, yeah, I can see what happened. That was Rick Bonsavias. He just banged the receiver before the ball got there. He really wasn't even watching, and it's going to go against him. I believe that's a 15-yard penalty that carries an automatic 1st down. That's what it'll be. It'll be a 1st and 10 after that penalty. Now they're everybody's hanging around where the ball was tapped away. That's 15 yards. The ball moves out to the 39-yard line. Still in PSJA territory. And that really wasn't a bad penalty. I want you to understand that was not a bad penalty, because if the pass had been caught, he'd have been deep in Porter territory. This way, you give up a 15-yard completion. Basically, that's it. And it still goes for a 1st down. 1st and 10, ball at the PSJA 39, 2 setbacks. Again, man motion to the right. Villarreal drops straight back. I mean, he looks like he wants to throw a screen, and he's going to fumble the ball. They say, no, it's an incomplete pass. Let's take a look at this a little closer. I know that his hand was going forward. Yeah, it was. I can see that. That was awfully close. I'll tell you, we've got a flag. Looks like it's going to be intentional grounding, which is what he was trying to do. And he may as well have just gone ahead and taken the sack. That came very close to being a fumble. Intentional grounding. And, of course, what happens is they lose the down, and they also lose the amount of yards. So that'll be all the way back to the 19-yard line. A huge loss on them. That'll be a 20-yard loss. So it'll bring up a second down and 30. Ball at the 19-yard line. They got to get all the way out to the 40, almost to midfield to make the first down. Intentional grounding, of course, you lose the down, plus you lose the yardage. Now they're ready to go. Second and 30. Good defense that time by the Cowboys. Good coverage downfield, and a good rush came in on top of Vito Real and just forced him to throw that ball away. But it cost him big. Go to his deep man. Not much this time. Line of scrimmage, that's about it. Marcos Hernandez on the carry. Third and 30. Ball remains at the 19-yard line. Just inside the 20. Cowboys have a big chance here. They can shut them down. Give themselves a short field, force them to punt from deep within their own territory. Pitch out to Hernandez. They've been making some yards wide. Not this time, not nearly enough. They'll pick up about 11 to the 30-yard line, but it'll still leave them 20 to go. So it'll be a fourth down and 20. Ball is spotted at the 30-yard line. So the Bears will have to kick it away. Still stymied. Have yet to find the end zone. Good defense by the Cowboys and some problematic troubles with the offense of the PSJA Bears. Cowboys would like to put something else on the board. And fair catch call for in Porter territory at the 45-yard line. So that's where the Cowboys will start. First and 10 from there. A 55-yard field is pretty short, considering how fast Billy's arm and the receivers can gobble that territory. From the gun. Billy drops back. Rolls right. He wants to pass. Oh, not this time, and he gets it out. And he made it. And they say, let's see if they call it a catch. Looks like, yes, they are. They're going to call it a catch. I mean, he gets right back to the line of scrimmage is all. But he saves the loss as he found Steve Garcia. He just took that ball with both hands and pushed it out there in front of him. And Steve Garcia was there and caught it. So it's a second down and 10. Billy saved a big loss. Late here in the first half. Billy downfield. Oh, good catch that time. I mean, that was a good pass. Billy just put that one perfectly. Just right there. Oh, if he could have kept his feet, that was Emmy Chavez. If he could have kept his feet, he'd have gone a little further. But he just couldn't quite keep his feet. His balance was a little off, but it's going to be a first and 10 for the Cowboys. They get inside the 40-yard line, 39-yard line of the Bears. Again, Billy from the gun. Right, oh, hits his man right down the middle. Who else? Steve Garcia. Boy, perfect route, perfect pass. Look at it, right between the numbers, the 2 and the 3. Boy, you can't make them any better than that. Gets down, it'll be another first and 10 as they get down to the 27-yard line. Billy drops straight back, goes to the outside, just couldn't get it there. Looking for Chris Walker. We've got 36 seconds left here. The Cowboys want to get on the board before the time runs out here in the second quarter in the first half. So it's a second down and 10. Ball is at the 27-yard line of the Bears. Cowboys on the move again. Billy wants to put one in. That's going to be caught. Score as he found Emmy Chavez in the end zone. What a great pass. I mean, right there. What a great route he ran. And Billy hit him right at the 2-yard line in full stride. As you'll see right here. See, hits him right there. 1-2 end zone. So the Cowboys increased their lead to 23. Extra point to come. Kick is good. So the Cowboys lead here 24-0 as we're heading to the final 30 seconds here of the first half. For the Cowboys, they've had it all their way tonight. They scored on their opening possessions, and they've only not scored on one possession out of their 4. So the Cowboys are on fire again tonight in their first ever playoff appearance. As they kick it off, ball taken at the 5-yard line to the 10, looking to go right over the middle. And it gets out across to the 30-yard line. That's where PSJA North will start. Michael Espinosa on the run back. First and 10, ball at the 25 of the Bears. 23 seconds left. Of course, the clock will start as soon as the play gets off. Cowboy defense is having a good game tonight. They've kept, so far, have kept this PSJA Bear offense in pretty good check. Little delay here to get this ball game going. I don't know what the deal is, what the problem is, but having a little trouble getting the ball going here. Okay, we finally got everybody out there. And we've got the ball set finally at the 25, so we're ready to go. Now, there's just more and more players coming in here from the PSJA side. Okay, the referee says, let's start the play clock. And they do. We'll see what North will do here. Let's see if they run back to those running plays outside so they can step out of bounds. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Head to those sweeps. And, boy, I mean, he breaks out in the open. Out across the 40-yard line. You can see he got good blocking. Of course, looks like we might have had a penalty here, a face mask, and we do. It's a penalty. Of course, for the Bears, this gives them a big break as they get to move the chains without moving the clock. Villarreal comes off, and they spot the ball at the 42-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 from there. Cowboys have been very vulnerable tonight to those wide sweeps. Now they're going to mark off the penalty, which is 15 yards, and so they move it to the 43-yard line of the Cowboys. But time's against them. Less than 20 seconds remaining here in this first half of this ball game. 1st and 10, ball at the Cowboy 44. Villarreal goes, hits his man. It's going to be a little flea flicker. They want to pitch it back, and he's going to get down, and they won't stop the clock. He remains in bounds, so the clock will continue to run. They thought maybe they could surprise the Cowboys with a little flea flicker, but could not do it. And that's how the half's going to come to an end here with the Porter Cowboys in their first playoff appearance ever, leading the PSJA Bears 24-0. Ready to go here in the second half. Porter Cowboys up on top. They put up 24 points here in the first half, and this is going to be a difficult half for the the PSJA Bears. Their offense has been sputtering. It shows signs that it's working, and then the Cowboys shut it down, or The Bears managed to cause a penalty or just don't seem to be able to get their offense uncranked at the times that they need to. They've threatened, but never really close. Cowboys, boy, they've had it going for them. Out at the 12-yard line, Steve Garcia. Boy, he just follows his blockers. Across the 35, out to the 38-yard line, where it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. You can see Garcia just kind of kept himself moving, watching his blockers ahead of him and just going through the holes. Very deliberate. We'll see if the Cowboys can do more of the same that they did in the first half. We'll see what kind of defensive adjustments that the Bears have made. I'm not sure there's an adjustment to stop these Cowboys. Garcia just gives it to his running back, straight ahead, across the 40, out to the 47-yard line. Good carry. Salazar, Mike Salazar. Close to that 1st down. Ball's at the 47, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and short. Lots of receivers out there. He goes to the same play again, Salazar, but he's not going to have as much success this time. Billy gets up in the pile and tries to push him forward, but no success, but he'll be dropped. And Billy just said something, I think, to one of the PSJA players who grabbed the ball, and whatever it was, that the PSJA player didn't like it, so he kind of tossed the ball back at Billy and hit him right in the chest. Be a loss of a yard. 3rd down and 2. Ball is back to the 46-yard line of the Cowboys. 2 running backs set back with Billy in the gun. Dude just looks down to his right, and it's going to be knocked away, incomplete. So it'll bring up a 4th down and short. You can see Billy looked left. That was where his primary receiver was to be. Then he came back around and looked right and finally let it go, but it was tapped away. Cowboys will punt it. Oh, good punt. Good high punt. Taking the 16-yard line. Misses a couple of tackles. And I'll tell you, this Ramos kid, number 10, he heads for those sidelines. He's got excellent speed with Cowboys finally pulling him down. And that's where PSJA will start their first drive of the opening half. Oh, Michael Espinosa, thank you. My spotter is always up on my error. 1st and 10 for the Bears, their own 28-yard line. They're just going to keep running that sweep, and he's going to break 1 tackle, but not much. I think he'll go back and lose a couple of yards. They've been making some great yardage. That was Hernandez on the carry. They've been sweeping around the right and the left and heading out that direction. And the Cowboys seem to be vulnerable to those sweeps. So they've been running them and picking up good yardage. This time the Cowboys were there. And they'll drop back and lose a couple of yards. It'll bring up a 2nd and 12. They spot the ball back at the 26-yard line. They'll set it up again. Villarreal, the quarterback, wants to pass, looking to the sidelines, and good coverage. I tell you, that there was never a chance at that. He was trying to find Ramos, his receiver, but good coverage by the Cowboys. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 12. Ball remains at the 26-yard line of the Bears. We will follow the Cowboys as far as they go in the playoffs. Of course, Rivera having lost last night to PSJA North. Good defensive adjustment this time by the Cowboys, at least so far. Wants to pass. Screen pass out to his running back. Good defense by the Cowboys. Gets out to the 30-yard line, but that's well short of the first down. So to bring up a 4th down and 8, and they'll have to punt the ball away. The Bears on their opening possession go 3 and out. This should give the Cowboys pretty good field position. Should be upwards toward the midfield mark. Oh, high snap, it gets away, and the Cowboys are coming back and chasing him, and he's going to be dropped for a huge loss back at the 2-yard line, and the Cowboys will start there. That's almost a turnover. So the Cowboys get a big break. You talk about a short field. They get the ball right at the 2-yard line of the Bears. We're just underway here in the second half. Garza from the shotgun. No, now he's underneath the center. We don't see that very often. He keeps it and runs it in, it looks like. We'll wait for the official call. Nope, not yet. Looks like he's still short. That's about the only time that you see Billy line up behind the center. Second and goal. Ball at the 1-yard line. Just actually inside the 1. Just outside the end zone. Billy keeps it again. And this time he goes in. It looks like it. Yep. We'll wait and see the officials. Yes, it is. So it's a touchdown for the Cowboys. Billy runs it in. We've got a little temper flaring, it looks like. I think that there's some a little bit of unhappiness on the field. You know, you're a team that's in the playoffs, and you figure that you can play with any team that's there, and of course you find yourself at halftime down 24. Now it's 30 and 31. It looked good to me, and it is. So Porter leads PSJA by a score of 31-0. We've got a flag on the field. We'll wait and see if they'll take this penalty back. If they make them kick it again. The officials are conferring. Both teams heading towards the sidelines. Yeah, there's a little scuffling going on in the end zone. You know, feelings run pretty high in playoff games. That's understandable. It's a dead ball foul. Personal foul against North. Personal foul against Porter. Penalties will offset. The kick will stand. So it's with 8:01 remaining here in the third quarter. Porter increasing their lead 31-0 over the PSJA Bears. Game being played here in Farr. This is about as hard as you can make it. Not only have you never been to the playoffs before, you have to go the opening round to your opponent's home stadium. But I got to tell you, I don't know that there's really a home field advantage because these Porter fans are just filling up the stadium. And for any of the home fans who are not buying tickets, believe me, the Porter alums are. The parents, and the kids, they're all buying them. So it's almost like playing a home game wherever they go. Cowboys will kick it off. Goes to the 5-yard line. Looking for a seam. Oh boy, just missed head on. Bang. I'll tell you, that was a good hit by the Cowboys. And you'll see it here again. Just looking for any kind of a little seam. Thinks he has one. Bang. I mean, he was hit by number 48, Jesus Ferrer. Oh, wow. I hope it looks like he's down. Now they'll get him up, and he's off. So we're glad to know he wasn't seriously hurt on that, but obviously he felt the hit from that tackle. First and 10. Ball is spotted at the 24-yard line for the North Bears, or for the PSJA Bears. Boy, he breaks through a tackle. He's got a lot of running room. He's going to have to be run down from behind. It finally is, but not before he picks up a bundle. That's Ricky Alanis. And the tackle was made by the defensive back, Michael Verdutko. Boy, he is just gone. Gets down inside the 10-yard line. Just inside the 10, so it's a first and goal from there. "66-yard run." Wow. Boy. The first real serious threat we've had tonight from the Bears. It's going to be a keeper. They're running that little over tackle play. And all it is just a straight little over the tackle run. They've been making a lot of success, and they've been running it on both sides and getting good yardage. Picks up a couple this time, brings up a second and goal at the ball at the 8. Cowboys defense got themselves put into a big hole. It's going to be a keeper. Just eludes one player after the other. Gets inside the 5. And Hernandez on the carry. But it'll be a third and goal. They spot the ball at the 3-yard line, I believe. So for the Cowboys, they need to hold here if they can. A field goal in this situation would be a real boost to this defense. Now they're going to show you a full house backfield. To the fullback. Oh, no. Well, I mean, he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Was dropped back at the 4-yard line for a loss. Tony Hernandez on the carry. So it's a fourth and goal. Ball is at the 4-yard line. I'd say you go for it. At 31-0, you're in the third quarter, go for it. If you don't make it, all you're out is you've left Porter deep in their own territory. You don't want to give Billy Garza and his receivers a short field. They're going to go for it. Villarreal rolls right on the bootleg. He wants to pass it. Oh, he's going to fall. Just try to get away from the Cowboys. He tripped and fell as he was moving backwards, and he'll fall at the 15-yard line. So for the Cowboys, they dodged the bullet, give up a 64-yard run, but yet come out of it unscathed. So they'll get it first and 10. Ball goes at their own 14-yard line. Big defensive stand for those Cowboys. That Cowboy defense just came through when they needed to. Billy goes back into the shotgun. Boy, look at that. Receivers everywhere. Man goes in motion. And it's going to be a good gain out to the 35-yard line. That'll pick up the first down. Steve Garcia on the reception. Boy, he's had a great year this year. A really, really great year this year. First and 10, ball is at the Cowboy 35-yard line. Billy sets up in the shotgun. Now he brings two backs with him. Gives it to Salazar. Mike Salazar just straight ahead. Gets out to the 40-yard line. Pick up of 5. Second and 5. Cowboys in their initial playoff game. First time the Cowboys have ever made the playoffs. Okay, Billy signals back to the bench for something. Oh, almost went to the wrong man. It's going to be just a keeper. Billy runs that sweep. picks up the first down, gets across to the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. They just steadily move down the field. I guess there really isn't any place that you can pin these Cowboys because they can score at any moment. Cowboys put up 24 in the first half and have dominated this game offensively since the opening kickoff. And, Billy just puts that one on the ground and bounces it. He was looking to find Emmy Chavez, but just bounced that one over. So it'll be a 2nd and 10. Ball remains at the Cowboy 46-yard line. Hope you're enjoying the game, and don't forget, we'll have a game next week if the Cowboys win. Straight back to Billy in the shotgun. Just goes right down the middle of the field. Oh, just in and out of the hands of his receiver. Looks like he's trying to find Chris Walker, and that's who it was. Walker looked like he got held a little bit, but he broke free, but couldn't quite get his hands on the ball, so that brings up a 3rd and 10. Ball remains at the 47-yard line of the Cowboys. Receivers everywhere. Believe me, this is a tough offense to defense, okay, to guard. Oh, it's going to be picked off at the 42-yard line, down to the 40, 30. Oh, and Billy Garza just took off his head. He got up though. Billy took him out about the 23-yard line, and that's where they'll set it up. But oh man. Billy made the tackle. That was Saldana, who was a defensive back, and Saldana got right back up and looked at Billy and handed him the ball, and Billy just ran off the field like, oh, that's just another day at the office. That's really the only thing that slows down this offense are turnovers and penalties. 1st and 10. Ball is in Cowboy territory at the 23-yard line on the interception. The Cowboy defense again has to come up with a big play here. Neal drops back to pass, heading to the end zone, looking at the corner. Nope, incomplete. Good coverage. Oh yeah, there was that's Michael Verduzco, and Michael kind of had that doing a little arm wrestling back there. I think Mike might have gotten away with one on that, but it brings up a 2nd and 10. Ball remains at the Porter 23-yard line. Bears had threatened earlier in this quarter, but couldn't get it across. Set up from the eye, fake to the deep back, coming back around to the wide receiver, a little end around. Not much there. Good defensive play that time by the Cowboys. Jason Bernard came up to make that tackle, and it'll go for a loss. They'll set it up. Well, I guess they say no. He got back to the line of scrimmage. But it brings up a 3rd down and 10. Ball remains at the 23-yard line. Straight ahead. Cowboys are not fooled at all. They have really begun to pick these things up. So for the Cowboys, they'll look at a 4th down here coming from the Bears. They pick up 3. It'll be a 4th and 7. But my question is do you kick the field goal or do you go ahead and try for the 1st down? Because you really need points, and the clock is becoming your enemy all of a sudden because you are 5 scores down from tying at this point. Cowboys almost jumped. They might have. And Villarreal goes down. He hurtled over one player. They picked him off in the air. He went down at the 31. Oh, boy, he was hit hard. He's kind of slow in getting up, and he'll walk off under his own power. I'm always glad to see that. No penalty flags, so they turn the ball over on a 4th down. Cowboys take over at their own 30. Another big defensive stand for these Cowboys. And I think this Cowboy defense through the year has really not received the recognition that it deserves, because that's part of their ball game is a good defense. Billy rolls right. Now he breaks away from a tackler, hits his man right around the 40-yard line, and he keeps going. That's Chris Walker. Good pass from Billy. Just a little slant pattern coming across. Little crossing pattern there. Gets out to the 43-yard line. That'll be a 1st and 10. Billy sets up again on the shotgun. He's going to keep it. This is just a quarterback draw. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 now from the 43. That's what makes Billy so dangerous, is he can not only pass the ball, but he can also run it. Kind of reminds you of Steve McNair and Dante Culpepper of the Vikings. Of course, the man who really brought it into acclaim was Randall Cunningham, formerly of the Eagles. Billy fakes the handoff to Salazar, being chased back. And he pumps once, and he's going to be run out of bounds. Back at the 40-yard line, but they'll lose some yardage. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 13. Ball is spotted at the 41-yard line. A 3rd and 13 is not that big a concern for these Cowboys, because they eat up yardage when their offense is moving and that passing game is going. They're eating up yardage 15, 20 yards in a crack. All right, they'll bunch them over to the right side with a single on the left. Those receivers are out there, and all of a sudden we've got a timeout and a delay game. Delay game against the Cowboys. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 18 as they move the ball back to the 36-yard line of Porter. Looks like they've made some defensive adjustments for the Bears from PSJA. All right, they bunch them right. There's 5 receivers out, 4 on the right side, a single on the left. Billy's going way downfield. It's going to be caught. Picked up by Steve Garcia on great concentration as that ball was nearly knocked away, but Steve pulled it away. You'll get a chance to see the great catch and the really great pass that Billy made as it comes right at you. Boy, what a great catch by Steve Garcia. He just took that ball right out of the hands of the defender and scored. 3rd and 18, what do? They take it in for the touchdown. Boy, Steve Garcia's caught himself a few touchdown passes this year. Billy's thrown a bunch of them. The kick, it's good. It looked ugly, but it counted. So the Cowboys increase their lead now, 38-0, as we start right into the final quarter. PSJA now looking at an almost impossible situation. They're going to have to score in every possession. They're going to have to score quickly. Take the ball to 10. Looking for a seam, heads to the sidelines. Across the 20 to the 30. and out across the 35-yard line, and they'll finally bring it down there. The ball was carried by Patrick Blackman. He's a junior wide receiver who also returns kicks. And for PSJA, they'll start at 1st and 10. They mark the ball at their own 38-yard line. Not much time. You've got 12 minutes. You've got to have 6 scores. I mean, you're 6 scores out. And not only are you going to have to score 6 times, you're going to have to stop the Cowboys from scoring. So I would say that for PSJA, they're looking at a very, very difficult road to come back and win this ball game and advance in the playoffs. Al put his mouthpiece back in. Looked like he dropped it. Straight ahead. Small gain, Hernandez. Picks up a yard. 2nd and 9. But that's one of the problems about a run-oriented offense. If you're down like this, it's not designed to pick up lots of points rapidly. It's designed to control the tempo of the game. What you do is you win by keeping your opponent off the field. All right, they showed passing again. To the right. No, it was just a passing formation and stopped at the 40-yard line. Boy, I mean, what a play. Linebackers came in and just upended him. He'll get a yard. We'll give him 2. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 7. Ball is at the 42-yard line. Well, I tell you, these Cowboys, they believe in what they are, and they believe they can do it, and therefore they are doing it. Man goes in motion right. Now passing, being rushed, going way downfield, and it's going to be caught. We'll see what they say. No, the official waves it off. He said no, it was incomplete. One of the Porter players was talking to him. So it'll go incomplete, brings up a 4th down and 7. Ball remains at the 42-yard line. At this point, you're going to have to go for it. Well, I don't know what to say. They're going to punt it away. What they're hoping is do 3 downs and out, but they haven't done that yet tonight. They've had one possession that there was only one play, but that went for a touchdown. Ball keeps bouncing inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line, and that's where they'll down it right there. So the Cowboys will start deep in their own territory. But as we all know, that really doesn't mean a whole lot. That just means they might have to throw another pass or 2. Ball is spotted at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10. We've seen Billy line up in the end zone in the shotgun. Of course, that isn't necessary now, but we've seen him do it and throw his way out of it. From the shotgun. It's going to be a keeper. Gives it off to his back. Keeps going. Oh, boy. Good read on the blocks that time. That was, looked like it was Steve Garcia who was lined up back there with him. And Steve will pick up the 1st down and get the Cowboys out of that deep hole. Get the ball to the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Steve occasionally lines up as another running back. Sometimes they'll put him in motion. Sometimes they'll move him out to the slot. Sometimes they'll hand it to him like this. Most of the time he usually lines up wide. Salazar is usually the back that stays with him. This time Garcia goes in motion. Give it to Salazar. Salazar bounces outside, just keeps going. Tough guy to bring down, crosses over the 40. Should be another 1st down for the Cowboys. Spot the ball at the 43-yard line. Okay, we've got a flag. Looks like the ball's going to come back for the Cowboys and negate that big gain by Salazar. Oh, it's a holding, I bet. Yeah, I'm sure that's what it will be. I didn't see it. I did not see it. Because the ball was moved back to the 23-yard line. So it's a 1st and 17 for the Cowboys. At least they keep the down. Billy rolls. Nope. Straight snap to Salazar. Straight ahead. Well, it's that little quick pitch. Yeah, Steve Garcia. Sometimes it's hard for me to see all the numbers, but Steve Garcia picked that one up, that little shovel pass. Straight ahead pitch. Gets the ball out to the 48-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Cowboys. They move to the Bears 48. I heard somebody talking one night, John Madden talking about there's no plays that are 3rd down and 25, or Steve Young saying we don't have plays in the playbook. Well, at Porter they do. They're called the entire playbook. Straight ahead. Boy, gets about 3, gets down to the 25, and I mean, they're just fighting for that ball. And you know that PSJA's got to be thinking to themselves, we got to get that ball away. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 7. The Bears are almost out of time. It's to the point now, if the Cowboys score again, this ball game's over. And Cowboys are heading to playoffs next week. We'll keep you informed about all that, of course, as the season wears on. Man goes in motion. Billy's just a little quarterback draw, straight ahead, shakes the tackler and keeps going. He's long and he's lean and he's tough. He's a real competitor. We've got a timeout called for some reason. We'll see what the officials are going to want to talk about something here. Have a little confab. Looked like it should be a 1st down, but we'll wait until we see what the officials decide. Okay. All right, the referee has gone over to talk to Coach Jim Helms of Porter, and that's not a good thing. Yeah, he just showed us that one of his players is going to be ejected from the game. And apparently there was something going on. Now, and see, the officials started to walk off the wrong way with the personal foul penalty. High school football does not allow that. You take a swing, and that's it. Yeah, and you see he's going to say, he gives the number. The number is number 3, Evie Chavez, who has been ejected, apparently for fighting. And for high school football, that it is not tolerated. There's 0 tolerance for that. So with the Cowboys, they lose the 1st down. It'll bring up a 2nd down. Ball is back at the 49-yard line, so it'll be a 2nd down and about 11 from the shotgun. Downfield, just overthrew him, and we've got a penalty flag coming. Looked like he was trying to find Chris Walker. We saw the flag. Well, yeah, they're talking about it. Pass interference is much different in high school and college than it is in the NFL. Okay, uncatchable ball is what they're saying, so there really was no foul. That even if he had not been fouled, he would not have been able to hang on to the ball. So there's no penalty. The flag is waved off, and they'll pick it up. So it's going to be a 3rd and 11. Ball remains at the Bear 49-yard line. Cowboys want to extend this streak that they're on. They want to start a new one. Undefeated in the playoffs. A blitz is coming. Billy just stands back there very comfortably. And you know he's got single coverage on a bunch of his receivers because they were bringing some of those defensive backs in. But incomplete. So it brings up a 4th down and 11. Ball remains at the Bear 49. We're in the 4th quarter. 3rd down. Okay, 3rd down and 10. Looks like the Cowboys are going to go for that first. Nope, got a timeout called by the Cowboys. They want to talk about this first. Cowboys lead 38-0 over PSJA Bears. Back again. They're going to go for it. 4th and 10. Ball is at the 49. Garcia drops back. Evades one rusher. Rolls right. He can keep it now. He's going to toss it downfield, and he misses his man. Just underthrew him. So it'll fall incomplete, and the ball will go over to the Bears of PSJA North. That's about the only way they've been able to stop the Cowboys. Via the interception route or like this. Billy not being able to hit his mark. But good coverage that time in the defense, in the secondary. Cowboys will put this away. Nice high punt. Taken at the 20-yard and fumble. Looks like the Cowboys have it. They signal, of course, that they do. Well, yes, they do. Yes, the officials say yes. So the Cowboys have it. They had to punt it away, but a lucky break for them. Turnover by PSJA gets the ball deep in Bear territory at the Bear 24-yard line. 1st and 10. Now the officials will discuss something. I enjoy watching the officials work together. There was a penalty that was against PSJA. The Cowboys declined it. And, of course, by doing that, they keep possession of the ball. This game's pretty well in the books for the Cowboys. And it would be nothing short of an incredible miracle for the Bears to come back and get back in this ball game. We're here in the 4th quarter, late in the 4th quarter. Not a whole lot of time remaining for the Bears. Straight back to Billy in the shotgun. Goes into, he bounced that one up to Chris Walker. And I give Chris credit. He picked it up. He was as smooth as could be, jumped up and took off like he made the catch. 38-0 with 8:55 remaining. Oh, Chris, that was great. I got to tell you, that was great how he did that. That's the receiver trying to sell the officials. That's great. You know, sometimes it doesn't work most of the time, but sometimes it does. So it's a 2nd and 10. Ball remains at the 24-yard line of the Bears of PSJA. Billy back, pumps, keeps, rolls, and it's going to be a little quick forward pass out across down to the 10-yard line. I'd like to see how we had this. I want to see if Billy was not across the line. He wasn't, apparently. Sends it downfield. Good tackle, but a good run and a good pass from Billy. That was Jimmy Gutierrez on the carry, and he gets the ball down inside the 10-yard line. So it's a 1st and goal. The ball is at the 8-yard line of the PSJA Bears. One more score, and the Cowboys could chalk this one into the win column. Billy in the shotgun, as usual. Keeps Salazar, gives to Salazar straight ahead, and there he goes. Mike Salazar into the end zone. The Cowboys score, and they just put this game away. This ensures their win. Being congratulated by his offensive lineman, Steve Garcia, out there among all of them. But for the Bears, this is going to bring their playoff hopes to an end as the Cowboys lead here by a score of 44-0. Extra point attempt will come. This one is up and it's good. So the Cowboys go ahead. They lead 45-0 here with just about, I can't tell if that's 6 minutes or 8 minutes, but eight and a half minutes remaining in this ball game. And this game's pretty well salted away into the win column for these Porter Cowboys. Since we've been doing a lot of Porter games this year, I've noticed that head coach Jim Helms, I don't know that I've ever seen him with a headset on. He's one of the few head coaches I've seen at any level that doesn't wear the headphones, the headsets, and stay in touch. Some coaches are their own offensive or defensive coordinators. Others just want to listen to what their coordinators are calling and offer a suggestion, or they can veto a play if they think they need to. 8.5 minutes remaining. Porter up 45-0. The Bears from PSJA have not been able to put anything on the board at all tonight. Cowboys have shut them down. They've had their chances to get into the end zone, but turnovers and penalties and mistakes by PSJA has kept them out of the end zone, kept that Cowboy defense going. Taken inside the 10, heading towards the sidelines. He'll be run down, just wrestled down, bulldog down, right there about the 10-yard line, or 15-yard line, rather. That carry was made by Patrick Blackman. So PSJA starts 1st and 10, very deep in their own territory. And on the short end of the scoreboard, 45-0. Porter's defense has pretty much kept this game in control. The Bears have had some success running sweeps against the Cowboys on either side, and a lot of their off-tackle plays have picked up big yardage. But when the Cowboys got down inside their own territory, that defense has stiffened enough and kept the Bears out of the end zone all night tonight. 2 setbacks behind Villarreal, and we've got a play flag out here. It looks like it's going to probably go against the offense whenever they stop the play like that. It's a procedure call, so it'll bring up a 1st down and 15 as they move the ball back even further into North PSJA territory. The reason I keep saying North is we just did the Ravenna game last night, and of course Ravenna lost, so they will go home. The North Raiders are moving on to the playoffs. Porter will be heading somewhere north, I believe, and we'll, of course, keep track of all that. But we'll have them wherever they're playing for you next week. Again, they go to that deep running back, and we got another flag out there. All kinds of bodies out there, people just running over people. 32 on the bottom of that pile is Tony Hernandez, rather. We'll see what that penalty is about. They get across to the 16. There's yellow hankies all over that green field. A referee will make the call. Picks up his flag. And it's going to come from the spot right there at the 16-yard line. What if we don't have a face mask? Let's see. Yep, it's going to be a big one. It's a major penalty. We've got 5:58 remaining. Yeah, that's a big one. Out to the 30-yard line. So for PSJA, they get to move the ball without using any clock. It'll be 1st and 10 as they move the ball to their own 30-yard line thanks to a penalty against the Cowboys. Cowboys strictly in control, as you can see from the score. They go to their deep running back. Again, they go to that off tackle spot, heads down the sidelines, and he's going to be met out there and knocked out of bounds. Good play out there in the defensive backfield. That was Oscar de los Santos. He's a freshman. Is that right, Oscar? No, I'm sorry, he's a senior. He's a senior free safety. We've got another call as the ball is into Porter territory at the 44-yard line. A flag, looks like down there where we had the tackle. Dead ball, personal foul. Oh, personal foul against the Bears of PSJA. And boy, that nullifies a huge gain. They move the ball back to the 41-yard line. Now that should be enough for the first down. Okay, it will be. So it'll be 1st and 10, the ball at the 41-yard line of PSJA. Bears here just playing out the string now. Just playing for pride. Cowboys well ahead. Villarreal goes to a reverse. Now they're going to do a little flea flicker. He wants to pass it deep. And it's going to be knocked away. Good coverage. I tell you, that poor defensive secondary never fell for all of the handling back there. And of course, that's number 7 back there. That's Rick Monsivais. Rick Monsivais. Yeah, Rick Monsivais. Rick, I'll get your name right before next week, I promise you. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Ball remains at the 41-yard line of the Bears. The clock stops on the incomplete pass. All right, all kinds of receivers set out for North, rather for the Bears. Timeout call. Porter leads this ball game 45-0. We've got 5:27 remaining here in the 4th quarter. But the Porter Cowboys, they're going further. They're going on to the next step of the playoffs because they're going to win this ball game tonight. Villarreal gives it to his deep back. Nope, they were waiting on it this time. They're beginning to string that out. That was a good tackle by Rick Monsivais. Well, he's coming in there. He's a quarterback. He's coming up and giving them some help down there against that run. So they'll pick up a yard. Brings up a 3rd down and 9. Ball remains at the 42-yard line of the Bears. Clock will run on this. Okay, the Bears trying to get all their people in. A little problem here, looks like. We got timeout called, it looks like, because the Bears can't seem to get their play in and get the right people in. So they'll call another timeout right here in a row. And for the Bears, that I believe that they only have 1 left. Okay, 45-0. Now to the final minutes of this game. Porter's moving on and heading north somewhere. All right, Villarreal signals to his receivers, keeps 3 setbacks in the full house. Oh, almost ran into each other. A little hesitation and breaks through. And of course, once you get through those linebackers, there's a lot of room back there. Into Porter territory, 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 there at the Porter 47-yard line. For the Bears, they would at least like to put something on the board. The Cowboys would like to take a shutout into their 2nd round action. Straight back, and it's going to be bobbled, picked up. He wanted to pass it looked like, on a little halfback pass, and he's going to be downfield. It's going to fall incomplete. A lot of razzle-dazzle, A lot of improvisation on that play. It was a snap to Marcos Hernandez, and he wanted to throw a pass downfield, but everything just kind of blew up in his face when the center snap came back to him over his head. He bobbled it, and he got a lucky bounce. It bounced back right into his arms, and he tried to get to an open receiver, but there was nobody open by that time. So the ball goes incomplete, brings up a 2nd and 10. That extra second it takes you, second and a half, that takes you to get control of a ball like that, allows those defenders to be about 2 yards closer. Straight ahead, they go back to that off-tackle slant. Good play that time coming from the Cowboys. Moises Salinas, one of the linebackers, just came in and tripped him up as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Gets down to the 44-yard line. Picks up 3. 3rd and 7. The ball is at the Porter 44. I've enjoyed all week long talking about the Porter Cowboys, the playoff Porter Cowboys. I've enjoyed that a lot. So has everybody else, right? Straight handoff, and Hernandez keeps it. Oh, no, not this time. I tell you, a great big paw came from David Paredes. And David just reached out there, grabbed Hernandez's shirt, and just slung him to the ground. And he goes, they're going to mark him down at the 40, and they'll still be short of that first down. 4th and about 3. The ball is actually marked inside the 40-yard line of Porter. But, of course, you've got to go for it now. You don't have any time remaining. Man goes in motion. There he goes again, Hernandez. Well, he runs really hard and really well. He's got good moves. Not great speed, but good speed. So he's inside the 30, and that'll be a 1st and 10. The previous 2 possessions or 3 possessions they've had here in the second half, the Bears have been close, have been in Porter territory. But, deep in Porter territory, but they could not get it over. In fact, they were down at the 2-yard line and actually went over on downs. They had 4 downs inside the 10. They had 2 downs inside the 5 and could not get it in. The Cowboys held them. Villarreal back to pass, goes for that corner shot into the end zone, and good coverage. We've got a flag out there. We'll see. Yeah, another one comes. In fact, that flag hit Jason Bernard right on the hip as it came flying in from one of those officials. For the Bears, this could be a big break. Pass interference in the end zone. And they'll mark it off from the previous spot, which was the 28-yard line. They'll take it half the distance, which will be to the 18-yard line, okay? I believe they call that defensive holding. So it'll be a 1st and 10. Ball is at the 18 of the Cowboys. Cowboys have this one safely in the win column. There's not enough time left for the Bears to come back and score the points. Cowboys here would like to hang on to their shutout if they could. And for the Bears, they want to score and avoid that. Little end around. Randy Ramos inside the 10-yard line. Cowboy defense steps up, but not before they pick up almost 9 yards. Second down. They spot the ball just outside the 9-yard line, so they've got about a yard to go for the first down. Again, I'll remind you, we will follow the Cowboys. Got a timeout called. That should be the last one for PSJA, as they'll talk about what they want to do, because they would like very much to get something on the board. And there's only 27 seconds remaining in this ball game. They want to avoid the goose egg. So if they pass it, they might have a couple of shots, maybe 3. 2 setbacks. Ramos in motion, straight ahead, down to the 5-yard line. But the clock continues to tick here. First and goal, ball at the 5. There are no more timeouts for the Bears. And the clock will start. Remember, they have to reset the chains on a first down. Even if it is a first and goal, they still have to reset the chains and reset the down marker. The down marker marks the position of the ball on each play, the beginning of each play. In motion, wants to pass, rolls left, keeps it, reverses his field, has a little screen pass that apparently is caught. No, they say it's not. That was in an undus. Now his knee was down. Is that what it was? Okay, that was in an undus. If your knee goes down, you're down. I mean, that's the way it is in football and in college and high school. Your knee is down, you're down. So they drop all the way back to the 18. It'll be a second and goal from there. Oh, now he just stops it. Good move by Villarreal. Want to save the clock, so this ought to be about the last gasp here. Third and goal. Ball is at the 18-yard line. Clock is stopped because of the incompletion, and they'll set it up now. This, with just seconds remaining, this could be the last gasp for a touchdown. He goes deep into the end zone. It's going to be caught. Caught by Randy Ramos. And Randy Ramos puts the Bears on the scoreboard for the first time tonight, late here in this ball game. But it's just too little too late. All this does is they avoid the shutout here in the playoff. Cowboys reluctantly have to give that up. They went almost 47 minutes, almost 48 minutes without giving up a single point. But they come back in the last 30 seconds and put up a touchdown. They'll go for the extra point. No, it's going to be a fake is what it looks like. Now the Cowboys get control. Now they bobble it. He's going to pick it up. And if he can run this in to the end zone, that's going to be a 2-point conversion. And they say yes. They say he got it. That was kind of one of those broken plays that just worked perfectly. Sammy Suarez, backup quarterback, ran that ball in. He was one of the holders. And this ball is going to go through the end zone as Chris Walker decides to let it go there. And it'll be the Cowboys 1st and 10, but this will be I don't believe they're going to have to run the play. I think all they're going to have to do is just down it, and that should be the ball game. So congratulations, Cowboys, moving on. We'll have their game next week from wherever it is. And as we understand, it's going to be someplace north. So, you know, north can mean a lot of things. It could mean Corpus Christi. It could mean Kingsville. It could even mean San Antonio. So we'll see how it all works out during the week. But you'll know by the time we do the game next week. All right, Billy's going to be behind the center. Is Billy in there? No, he's not. Okay. So that's it. That's how this ball game's going to come to an end. Porter Cowboys go. They defeat the PSJA Bears by a score of 48-45-8. And it was a great night for the Cowboys, both offensively and defensively. And it was a great night for the Cowboys receiving corps. And as you can see, a huge night for these Porter Cowboys. Their inaugural playoff game is a victory as they defeat the PSJA Bears by a score of 45-8. Not only did they defeat them soundly, but they also defeated them in form. Until next week, I'm Larry Janucki wishing you all a pleasant good night.